Now there were some other non-canon missions that I did like. One of these is Argyle's Run. In this mission, you have to protect the chauffeur Argyle in the parking garage by shooting the terrorists who are shooting his limo. This was a fun mission, although chasing the limo got tedious after a while. Still, at least this part is exciting and it keeps you busy. Another good mission is clearing the bird's nest. Here the LAPD is under fire from terrorists on the 4th floor, and McClane has to, well, clear the bird's nest. This mission is fun because it's real simple. You just go through the floor and blow away a fuck ton of terrorists. There's no stupid side tasks to do or any shit like that. And at the end, you fight a boss with an M60 machine gun. Now this guy can be tough because his M60 is powerful and he can take some major damage. However, you can't beat him by stunning him with a flashbang and then shooting the shit out of him. Then you get the M60, which McClane didn't use in the film, but fuck it, I want to feel like Rambo anyway, so I'll go with it. Unfortunately, not all the extra side missions are so good. One of these is a sewer level called Not My Day. Sooner or later, all flawed games have a sewer level. And like a sewer, it's really shitty. You have to go down into the sewer under the Nakatomi building, swim, avoid getting shot by SWAT guys, and activate a bunch of levers and valves. And oh Christ, is it annoying. This is one of those levels that's really bad because of the controls. McClane can't swim the greatest, and you have to navigate certain parts of this level in near total darkness. While I'm on the subject of darkness, I hope you like it! Because another problem with this game is that some of the levels are so fucking dark that you can barely see where you're going! Okay, admittedly you can equip McClane's lighter to help you see, and use his pistol to still fight back. But McClane's pistol is weak as hell, and it takes multiple shots to kill enemies, unless you get a headshot. And you can't use the stronger weapons like the MP5 or the M60 when you have the lighter equipped. Okay, to be fair, that would be a little awkward. But couldn't they equip the other guns with flashlights? Or hell, get rid of the fucking dark missions altogether! Even in the movie it was only dark a couple of times and you could still see what was going on eventually. But this fucking game decides to put you into pitch black in multiple levels. Oh, and the terrorists have perfect night vision, but you don't. All you have is your lousy fucking lighter. Bravo, game designers. Bravo. One mission in this game is even called I Hate the Dark. Yeah, I feel you, buddy, because I hate the dark and so will you when you spend 30 fucking minutes trying to bumble your way out of this goddamn level. There's even another mission called Fumbling Around the Dark. Enough with the fucking dark missions already! The worst mission by far, though, has to be the Architect. It is the end-all, be-all worst mission of the game. No contest. It may even be the worst escort mission I have ever played in any video game. In fact, this cocksucking mission is so fucking bad that I want to do a Levels from Hell segment on it eventually. Right now, though, I don't even want to talk about the goddamn level, save for one point. One of the biggest dangers in the game isn't the terrorists. It's fire. In some levels, like the Architect, fires rage out of control. And to get through these areas, you have to put them out with a fire extinguisher. Now this is a nice little touch, I'll grant you. The problem is that the fire extinguishers only have a limited amount of spray, so you can't just keep spraying or else you'll run out. I made this mistake more than once. And you have to clear these fires out or else you'll be trapped and you'll lose. So you have to spray very lightly and multiple times to put all these fires out. There's just one little issue I have with this whole fire thing. If you'll recall from the film, the Nakatomi building, like many skyscrapers, has a sprinkler system. So why the fuck do I have to put out all these goddamn fires if there's a fucking sprinkler system? And while I'm at it, why is there so much fucking fire in the game at all? This is Die Hard, not the Towering Inferno! With all the fire in the game, it's a wonder the building hasn't already burned to the ground! Oh, well, maybe the terrorists disabled the sprinkler system on those floors. Yeah, smart move, Haas. Let the whole fucking building burn to the ground. To be honest, I'm not sure what's worse. Fire or the darkness? Well, take your pick, my friends, because they both suck. Some of the other missions are just odd. Like the R&D mission. Here McClane has to go to the building's R&D lab to save Mr. Ozu, the Nakatomi CEO. Why? Shit, you got me. I don't know, maybe to pad out the game a little more. But this level feels so out of place in a Die Hard game, especially with laser-protected doors and clean rooms. Is the Nakatomi Corporation developing bioweapons or killer AIs in its spare time? Really, this level would feel more at home in a Resident Evil or Siphon Filter game. And I think they could have omitted this section because it doesn't really add anything to the gameplay. For the most part, I think the game missions are at their best when they stick close to the movie. And some missions are very close. For example, when McClane has to flee the roof and crawl through the vents to escape Carl and his henchmen. Other good levels include killing Marco and Heinrich and tossing the former's body out the window to get Al's attention. Another is dropping C4 down an elevator shaft to stop the terrorists below. Also, there's the Build Clay level where you confront Hans on the 33rd floor. This mission is one of my favorites because it is so damn close to the film. Hans even says, "Shoot the glass," and you have to kill the terrorist and escape with McClane suffering from cut-up feet. I feel that levels like this do a really good job capturing the spirit of the film. In the next level, you even have to get to the bathroom and bandage McClane's feet before he dies. Everyone to the Roof is another one of my favorite missions. Here you have to escape the FBI chopper before it kills you, tie a fire hose to McClane, and jump off the roof before it explodes. Not to sound like a broken record, but again, this mission is so damn close to the film, even down to the dialogue. Sure, they might have missed a line or two, but it's still really close. The only unfortunate omission is that you don't actually see the iconic image of McClane jumping away from the explosion. But it's close enough for me. Also, the Just Like Saigon mission starts out well. Despite the frustrating controls, it's fun to shoot the glass and swing back inside the building. Plus, the mission continues to be fun with McClane gunning down more terrorists. Unfortunately, the mission stops being fun when you run into a bunch of fire and some cheap terrorists near a staircase. But we can't have everything, now can we? Funny enough, one of the game's weaker missions is true to the movie. It's Carl's Revenge, the boss fight with, well, Carl. With that name, who were you expecting to fight? Liberace? Now, if you were expecting some amazing, knockdown, drag-out fight like the film, well, keep dreaming, buddy. This boss battle is so insultingly easy that it's laughable. How easy is this battle, you might ask? Well, here, I'll show you. You can literally blow away Carl with the M60. That's it. Fuck, man. They couldn't have made him a little bit harder? And it begs the question, how can he come back to life after I ventilated his hide with 100 M60 rounds? Who the hell knows? Shit, you can even blow away Carl with your Beretta. Here, watch. Fan-fucking-tastic. One of the best movie fights ever, and they reduce it to this? What horseshit? And how fucking stupid is this enemy AI? When somebody is shooting at you, clearly the best strategy is to keep running at them and not return fire. Duh! While I'm on the subject of AI, several of the enemies in this game are fucking retarded. Ducking alone seems to outwit certain enemies. Just duck walk up to an enemy and shoot him in the balls and voila, you win. Jesus Christ, the terrorists in the movie weren't this stupid. Maybe the game version of Hans should hire smarter henchmen. Speaking of Hans, I'm on the fence about the final battle with him. It has its good points and its bad points. Unfortunately, they don't have the great pistol taped to McClane's back scene that they did in the film. Okay, in fairness, I think it would be hard to do in a first-person shooter. Unless it was like some kind of quick-time event. And then it might be over too soon. Instead, they have you sniping Hans in the vault with the Steyr AUG rifle. He's holding Holly hostage like the film, and you have to successfully nail him in 4 different sections before he goes out the window. Now in 3 sections, you can use some shells for cover. But in the 4th and last one, you have to hide behind a wall and risk exposing yourself to gunfire. If you miss and hit Holly, you automatically lose the game and have to start the level over again. Also, if you get too close, Hans kills Holly and again you lose the game. One criticism I have about this part is that the hit detection does feel a little off to me. Sometimes I think I get a good shot, but then I either miss Hans or I hit Holly and I lose. And then sometimes I think I miss Hans, but the game registers a hit. Go figure. Sometimes Holly can also help out by struggling with Hans and even occasionally pushing him back. This gives you the perfect opportunity to shoot him in the head a bunch of times. How his thick German skull can take all those rifle rounds, I don't know, but I'll take any advantage that I can get. Despite the deviations from the source material, I actually like this boss battle. And I think it's a good compromise. The basics from the film are still there. Hans still has Holly hostage, it's still in the vault, he even recites some of his movie dialogue and goes out the window, just like the film. Even Eddie puts in a brief appearance before you riddle him with fucking bullets. True, there are differences. But at least it's tougher than the Carl boss fight, and they didn't take any major liberties with the source material. Unlike, say, the final helicopter boss battle in Die Hard for the PC Engine. Oh lord, that might be grist for a future review.